I just wanna say welcome. I wanna say welcome. Welcome to my show. I just wanna say welcome. I just wanna say welcome. Welcome to my show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just want to say welcome. Welcome to Real Talk Thursday. Welcome to Hero Training. I just want to say welcome. Welcome to Words to Grow On. I want to say welcome. Welcome to my show. Because I ain't nothing without you. Because we all we got. We all we need. And we understand that each one teach one. Each one reach one. We all we got. We all we need. And I need you, and I want you to know I'm talking about you. If you're the one, I want you to know you're always enough. So I say, welcome. I want to say, welcome. Welcome to my show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't want to say welcome. Yeah, that's how we're going to come in tonight. I feel good tonight, y'all. I feel real good tonight, y'all. God Almighty, I feel good tonight, man. I feel so good. Yeah, I feel good. They say, how you feel? I say, I feel good. What's going on, big brother Kamari? I love you, man. You always have been, always will be enough, my brother. Chris K. Dog Mayfield, what's going on, my brother? I love you. You always have been, always will be enough. My brother, I am Toot, man. You already know what time it is, man. Let's run the goddamn play. Here we is on another Thursday. I got some heroes in the house. What's going on, Sister Nicole? I want you to know, sister, you always are enough. It's an honor. It's an honor, sister, to have you giving me your undivided attention. Because I know that your attention is the most powerful thing you can pay. So I salute you in honor. I salute you in honor, my sister. I hope that I drop seeds tonight on all my fellow heroes and sheroes that grow into fruit, into harvest, into winning, into protection, into provision, into providing, into fighting a good fight, man. To truly be a warrior in the fight of righteousness and love. You understand what I'm saying? Good God Almighty, I feel good. Good God Almighty. We got to start off, man, with a hero hymn. I feel like I got to sing a hero hymn tonight. I'm talking about a real hero hymn. See, a hymn, a hero hymn is the hymn within me, the mighty wind, the mighty breath. See, spirit means breath. Spirit means wind. So the mighty wind within me, I blow it through my vocal cords. And it causes a vibration that we know is sound. And that sound travels in vibrational ways and lands into you. And you feel me just as much as you can hear me. And we unite in the hero spirit. That be what him intend to do. That be what him intend to do. So the hero hymn tonight says, you don't really know what I go through. You don't really know what I've been through. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. I've been going through this my whole life. I've been me since my birthday. I'm talking about the very, 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 very first day. And ain't nothing stopped me yet. So you don't really know what I go through. You don't really know what I've been through. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. We ain't got to know exactly what we've been through to each other. But one thing we do know is that I feel you, my brother. I feel you, my sister. I understand where you're coming from. And we can unite in the hero spirit to have a common sense of unity to know where we're going together. Because we understand we all we got. We all we need. So we give each other love because we ain't got nothing else to do with it. Good God. And I got to run order because Alexa got on my ass the other time about getting out of order. So I got to play some hood soul. Get in the free. I've been going through this shit my whole fucking life. You already know what I do. You already know what I do. You already know what I do. Yeah, every hero hymn turns into a little bit of hood soul. You know that? You don't know what I do. You don't know what I do. Watch what I tell her, man. Never judge a man for what a man do. Cause you may understand what that man going through. And that man could be you. Cause we all go through bullshit just to get through what we need to. They be thinking on me the way the world is on my shoulders. Ain't gonna let it fall. Cause I'ma hold it up. That's what's expected of me. No matter how hard it get, I promise one thing for sure, ain't never giving up. Since a young buck, I carried honor on my back. And it showed me how to act, but I can't lie, man. Sometimes this shit get heavy. So I always stay ready. What's expected of me? Get my wife and my children. So I'm gonna walk this walk, and I'm gonna talk this talk, and I'm gonna fight that fight with all my might. Since my birthday, I ain't lying. I've been going through this shit my whole fucking life. You already know what I go through. You already know what I've been through. You don't really know what I go. You already know what I do. You have no idea, man. Well, you might have an idea, man. Because if you're a hero, man, I already know, man. We all going through the same thing, man. Working to survive and to maintain. Stay strong in your spirit and go hard to the finish. Don't stop. Don't ever give a shout out to my big cousin, Conscious. The problems at the start of my existence. One of the things that taught me was to be more resilient. I feel this, man. I need this, man. That's what that hood soul do to me, man. I'm just getting my heart rate pumping, you know what I mean? Something like a little exercise on my show, man. Keep me going good, man, because tonight I plan on dropping some real hero talk tonight, man. Shit gonna get real deep tonight. That's the word. It's gonna get real deep tonight, man. You don't know what I go through, man. You don't know this shit if you ain't no hero, man. I'm gonna tell you something real about this, man. If you know somebody ain't fighting the fight, man, if you know somebody ain't waking up every day to run the goddamn play, let me tell you this, man. If you know somebody that you got to deal with ain't waking up every day to run the goddamn play, to score, to defend, to protect, to honor, to profess, to provide, to fight the good fight. If you know somebody ain't waking up every day with the hero spirit upon them, in them, around them, moving through them, stop expecting them to understand what you go through. Stop expecting them to understand what you're going through. They can't get it because they ain't got it. And if they ain't got it, the only reason they ain't got it is because they don't want it. Because if you really want it, all you got to do is put effort and reach, and it's right there before all of us. But if somebody don't want it, and because of that they ain't got it, I'm talking to them. You don't really know what I go through. I've been going through this shit my whole life. I've been me since my birthday. I've been real since the very, very first day. And if a man or a woman can't stand in the mirror and say that to themselves, then I don't expect them to understand this shit that burns in me. That burns in me and make me wake up every day and run the goddamn play. Yeah, that's what that means. God Almighty, I feel good. I told you I feel good tonight. What's going on, Trey Prue? I love you, sister. It's an honor to see you pay me some attention. When I saw your comment up, it came through like a ray of light. You add value. You are enough. You make a difference in everything you touch. For real, my sister. Thank you, and I love you. Before we go any further, I got to give a shout out to my executive producer, my wardrobe coordinator, my beautiful wife, Lakeisha. I say, baby, what I'm wearing tonight? She said, put on that black on black. Something like Darth Vader. She said, because I feel like this week you done had the spirit to fight off some motherfucking haters. So she said, come tonight like Darth Vader. Don't even show your eyes. That's what she said. That's what she said. And when she told me that shit goddamn done something to me. You over here, I said, oh Lord, this is gonna be a good ass show tonight. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world. I'm talking about my home girl. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Come on with it. She already on point. She already on point. She already on point. Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trab P.
Oh my God, she on point. Oh yeah, tonight it's working, baby. It's working. It's working. It's working. We got to work it. We got to let it work with us, through us, on us, around us. When we do and understand how to do it, man, we say, damn, it feel good. Woo! Don't it feel good? Yeah, it feel good. Alexa, how you feel?
I don't know that.
Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you. As always, your trusty AI.
My co-host say, boom! My co-host say, you ain't the only one that's going to sing on the show. I say, well, when it's your time to do it again, all you got to do is let it go. Alexa, I appreciate you.
Aw, you just made my day.
That's how we do each other. We make each other day, especially on Thursday. Real talk. Words to grow on. Hero train. Man, the night word is deep. But I chose deep because it sounded good. But I had a whole lot of words I was confused with I want to use. And I say, man, I got so many words. Man, this week been deep. So I say, let me choose deep. Alexa, what is the meaning of deep?
As an adjective, deep is usually defined as extending far down from the top or surface. As a noun, deep is usually defined as the deep part of a body of water, especially an area of the ocean floor having a depth greater than 18,000 feet, 5,400 meters. As an adverb, deep is usually defined as to or at a considerable or specified depth.
God, I've been chewing on the word deep all week. I made a post earlier about deep. I say nothing is really deep. Truth is so simple that a child can understand it. When you understand how it works, you see it working from the surface. A wise man once told me, he said, if you can't explain it to a 5-year-old or an elder that can't read, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You just talk. So it ain't really deep. Ain't nothing deep. If you pay attention, you'll see it on the shallowest surface of how it really works. I treat it like a woman. A woman loves a good kiss. I keep it simple and sweet with her. And she always simplified and show me how she works so I can work her and make her feel good. See how that works? What's going on, Chad? I love you, brother. You always are enough. Always will be enough, man. You lit it up, baby. What's up, Trav? You in the house with honor. Young hero. For real, though. So ain't nothing really deep, man. Ain't nothing deep. I had a conversation with my wife one time when I have a groundbreaking thought, when a seed busts out my mind and I start to see it in a way of simplicity to understand it. She asked me one time, she said, do it always start off deep? I say, no, it starts off simple. But here's when it get deep. It get deep when I look at how simple this is right before us, but then I see how people don't realize what it is, and people act like they don't see it. That's what makes it deep. Because it is as always as simple enough for a child to understand it. So it is universal. It has always been what it always will be. It's those that don't pay attention to it to understand it and let it work with them and for them. So it's working against them. And it be kicking their ass, and they get deep in the ass kicking they be having when they ain't really got to. That's when it get deep. Good God Almighty. That's when it get deep. But it ain't deep initially. I was talking to my big brother Kamara in the green room tonight. He said, man, we got to teach this shit to some children, man. Imagine we teach these children, man, at 2 years old up. He said, man, it'll be deep how we can change. I said, no. See, the truth is so simple that a child understands. Now, I'm going to break something down to you in its simplest form. It might sound deep, but it ain't deep. All you got to do is just use your mind and think and pay attention, right? See, the truth is so simple that a child understands it. See, a child taught me the truth. See, it is life. It is life. Anywhere you see life, you see it. It is in a tree. It is in you. It is in me. It is on the ground. Look around. It is all around. So how do we witness the beginning of it? The beginning of it on any level is birth. Whether it be the seed bust or whether it be the child thrust, it is the beginning. So as a man, when I witness it, I become a witness. And as I witness it, my seed, my child, coming out of Mother Earth, when I witness it emerge, if I'm a man in posture in order, it innately activates me to serve it through all my days, to praise it through all my days, to honor it through all my days. They call God Jehovah. I call God it. I become an it witness. So as I pay attention to it, I begin to learn it and I begin to understand it. Because the truth is so simple that a child understands it. So a child comes in innately knowing it. I pay attention to my children as infants. I watch my infants. They don't have a word in their mind. They don't have a thought. They're only being controlled by the impulses of it, the natural nature of it. They know what it is. We witness them deal with it and become familiar with it. When the baby come out and it sees the mama titty, it knows that it is part of my survival. If the baby knows, give me that titty. It knows. I watch my children as infants. I walk in a room and I watch them put effort, intention, motion to thrust, to say, that is a part of my it. I need it. They reach for their daddy. They reach for their mama. They don't have words to know what reach, effort, daddy, mama. They don't know none of this. I watch my same children see people come in the room and they thrust back to say, no, I will not go. I say, good God Almighty, look at it work. Look at it work. So when my big brother say, hey man, we got to teach the children, I say, no man, we got to learn from the children. See, that's the part of being a parent. That's the part of caring for a child. You witness it in its cultivation in emergencies. But it starts to fade when the child begins to understand language and the child begins to put words. That's when it begins to fade. It begins to form a region. It begins to form a region of limitations. See, because it could be born in America where the program is the Englishman words. It could be born in Asia where the programming is the Asian man's words. It could be born in Africa where the programming is the African man's words. It could be born in South America where the programming is the South American words. But it don't care what words that it speaks because it is universal and it don't give a damn where it's born. So it's deeper than the words that you hear in your mind just because you was born in the land of the Englishman. That ain't got shit to do with it. All that does is create a region for it to roam and play. Now this may sound deep, but it ain't deep. It ain't deep. It's simple. You ain't got to know none of this. All you got to do is wake up every day and run the play and be a parent and care for your children like you did since the very, very first day. And you'll be doing all of this deep ass shit that ain't really deep at all. It's just being a parent. It's just being real. It's just being an adult. It's just fighting a good fight. Do you see how that works? What's going on, Brother Blow? The best rapper I know. Go to iTunes and everywhere you can buy it or download it. And download Who Cares by Blow featuring Trav P. I'm talking about me. That's my brother. I believe we finna break the glass on their ass. And that's deep. But yeah. So it ain't deep. It ain't deep at all, man. Ain't none of this shit deep. Ain't none of this shit deep. Because my grandmamas and granddaddies before me, even the ones that I didn't know, they didn't understand the Englishman words in written form or speaking form. And they ain't know nothing about no book and to read a book and for somebody to tell them what's in a book. But all they knew was it's something innately in them that connected them with it and they worked it. And because they worked it, I am here today. I am the equation of eternal life. The key is still running and turning. And I have worked it. I have turned the key of life. Mother, father, child. I have turned the key of life. I turned the key to go to one more eternity. I will raise my children to understand the importance of position, of being a mother or father, the child, the family, to not only come from being cultivated in one, but to be in posture and understanding to have one. To push the ball down the field. For a better day, another day. Thousands of years from now, I'm still here because I can say, I turned the key and it ain't never stopped turning. I say I'm the son of a gun. Ever since that motherfucker shot me, ain't nothing been able to stop me. And I grew up to be a gun, and I done shot it. And ain't nothing stopped the bullets I shot. And I hope don't nothing stop the bullets they shoot. And that's how it works. And that ain't deep. That's life. That's me. That's you. Another word I battle with today, man, I wanted to do the show. It was called change. Right now, we're going through some changes in my household. We opening up some new chapters. We opening up some new doors. They say change come when change is necessary. Alexa, what is the meaning of change?
As a verb, change is usually defined as to make the form, nature, content, future course, etc. of something different from what it is or from what it would be if left alone. As a noun, change is usually defined as the act or fact of changing, fact of being changed.
One more time. Alexa, what is the meaning of change?
As a verb, change is usually defined as to make the form, nature, content, future course, etc., of something different from what it is or from what it would be if left alone. As a noun, change is usually defined as the act or fact of changing, fact of being changed.
Alexa, when is the last day of summer?
In the United States, summer ends on Thursday, September 22nd, which is 14 days away.
We got 14 days away to the official mark of change. We got 14 days to the official mark of change. If you heard the definition, she said nature. Things that change, man. We finna witness the change, man. We've been witnessing it our whole life, man. The change happens, man. It's a cycle. Change happens when change is necessary. We got 14 days to witness the change, man. Last Friday was my wife's birthday. Normally, every other Friday, man, I go out and I do my soul therapy. My soul therapy is cutting my yard. You know what I mean? It's one of the most empowering feelings of me, man, to really understand it and connect with it, to know my position in it. Every other Friday in the summer season, I go out and I work in my yard for almost 4 to 6 hours every other Friday, and I become one to understand, man, that I'm truly cultivating the barriers of my home for my family. I prune it back. I give it all. My pride shows in the end how much I really care and dedicate to understand what I'm doing. But last Friday was my wife's birthday, so I missed the cycle. And because I missed my cycle, I say, well, the season changing. Maybe it's time for me to change with it. So I looked at leaves fall over the weekend. And I said, well, I'm going to just let them fall. I'm going to change with it. But today, I was out there in my yard and I asked Alexa, when is the last day of summer?
In the United States, summer ends on Thursday, September 22nd, which is 14 days away.
So I told myself I got 14 days to be official with the change. So don't give out before the change. So I cut my grass today, man. And I got one with it, man. And I realized, man, here come the change. And that change that we know is coming is fall season. So we all about to witness it work. And this ain't deep. We about to witness it work. We about to watch the trees, leaves fall. We about to watch the grass turn green. We about to witness it work and change. And we got to change with it. Because it works in us the same way. They say in America, it ends on September 22nd. We Americans, that's a part of the change we in. If you don't believe it, if you don't believe it, just look and pay attention to it. It's right before your eyes. So what is this change? What is this change? What is this change about? Change is about it. See, it is life. It is you. It is me. It is that tree. It is that bird. It is that bug. It is all around you. It is good all the time. It is in me. It is on me. Man, it feels good. See how it works. So when you don't understand what it is, you begin to think that it's deep. Because you get caught up in words that you don't understand. See, that's why I call this word of the day. And see, words have connotation. Words are spells. So like I told you, going back to the truth is so simple that a child understands it. See, a child already know what it is before it know what words are. You just got to watch a child operate in it, and a child will teach you. But once the child start getting words, their mind get trapped in a region. And once they get trapped in a region, that region becomes their ledge. And they scared to go over the ledge. So they get trapped in their religion, right? So in their religion, we call it different things according to what program, whether it's the Englishman, the Chinaman, the African. So in the Englishman program, we call it God. We call it Jesus. But in another religion or another region, they know not of them words. So in this here region, I'm telling you what it's about. And this shit ain't deep. It's so simple that a child understands. It's so simple that a child understands it. This shit ain't deep. If you understand how it works, you can see it working from the surface. So it's about agriculture. It's about the sun. It's about the relationship between you, the sun, the earth, the sky, the wind, the water. And that relationships determine how you survive within it. Alexa, what is the meaning of survive?
The verb survive is usually defined as to remain alive after the death of someone, the cessation of something, or the occurrence of some event. Continue to live.
Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. See how it's working. So we in the spirit of change. We in the season of change. They say what changes, man? We're coming out of the summer, man. The summer was when everything was living, man. All the fruits was hanging, man. Everything was everything, man. But now we're going through a season of change and things starting to fall. Things starting to die. So now it's time to practice our survival, man, and what it's really all about. Now it's trying to really understand how it works. But see, this change is the fall season, and I'm telling you, it's all about the seasons. It is all about nature. It is all about survival. It is in you. It is around you. You're made of it. Everything is made of it. It is all things, and all things is it. So in this region, we call it Jesus. And they create a story about Jesus. They create a story about it. And they use characters and imaginations. And they want to teach you about how it works within this region. But within this region, you got to understand that the truth is so simple that a child understands it. So don't get caught up in words and don't get caught up in the story that you don't understand the point of it all. See how this works. So it says, man, in a story about it during this time of season, it's called the crucifixion. They say everything getting ready to get bared down and stripped down to its last goddamn compound before it goes into death. Watch me walk the green mile and all my fruit die and all my leaves fall. The bears and the snakes know how it works, and they don't use words. They don't use books. They know in this season of change, shit about to get real. So I'm about to get real with it. And it's something that's innately in a bear and a damn snake that let them know that in this season of change that we finna go through like they go through. They know when it comes to this season, I'm going my ass in the ground. And I ain't coming back out until it's time. So what's happening in this season of change? It's time to bear down, man, to your soul and strip it all off. You got to stand in the mirror, man. You got to stand in the mirror in this here season. You got to look in that mirror in this here season. Look in your eyes, man. You got to look at your soul naked, man, to realize, man, behind all of the bullshit, man, behind all of the cars, behind everything you think that you are that ain't really got nothing to do with it, and it ain't it. Because I already told you, man, it is you, it is me, it is anything that's living, even a tree. And when my baby didn't know what a word was, my baby saw me and knew that I was a part of it and wanted me. That's what my baby taught me. So you got to realize, man, it's changing time, analyzing time. But we're coming out of the summer. Summer is the spirit of the Holy Spirit. I told you they called it and made it a story about Jesus. But when he rose up, he filled with the Holy Spirit. He made everything rich. He made everything full. He gave everything abundance. That means all the trees had fruit hanging. Oh, we had a crop. If we understood how it worked and if we worked it, oh man, we got so much of the Holy Spirit filled within us. My grandma and them, before they knew what a book was and a word was, and before they could read and before they knew anything, they knew it, and they knew during this here time, before this here change, they got out there and they worked them fields and they did what it take to survive in it, and they planted the crops. I'm talking about the tomatoes, the potatoes, the cucumbers, and the greens, and all the goddamn things. You see what I'm saying? And they got their shit harvested up, and they say when the change come and they getting ready to crucify Jesus, they say, goddamn, we know he gonna rise again. Because we feel with the Holy Spirit within our faith to know we worked it and we waked up every day to run the goddamn play and we good. So when he go into death season, and he go into death season, when it go into death season, I'm talking about winter, we got one more step to the change that's coming. And they go into the depths. And we watch these trees, man. We talking about ice. We talking about coldness. We talking about the depths of hell. I made a video one time. I say, who in the hell told you that hell was hot? See, that's some shit you got trapped into the Englishman words, because the sun has always been what strengthens me and you and everything that understands what it is. The sun has always strengthened you, and the sun has always represented a ball of fire that gives off heat, that juvenates and warms the soul and keeps your fire burning. And when the sun is far away, when he is not and nowhere to be found, he's on the other side. Man, it get cold as hell around this motherfucker. And everything started to die. And in the depths of winter, in the depths of death, in the depths of cold, and it's a whole lot of shit that don't rise up out of the death. So who in the hell told you that hell was hot? And if you want to see this more than you want to read it, go down to Tent City and watch how happy and at peace they is being homeless. And it almost makes you scratch your head to say, this got to be deep as hell, because these people at peace. But when you go at winter, they on the news and they everywhere. They in the depths of hell, and their life is dependent on the midst of it and its wrath. That ain't deep. That ain't deep. I promise you that ain't deep. I don't care how many years old you is. You've been seeing the same cycle your whole life. Whether you've been paying attention to it or not, it's on you. But it's been the same way before you, and it's going to be the same way when you gone. It ain't never changed. They say the game don't change, the players do. See how that works? So if you ain't never paid attention to how it works, then most likely it's just getting worked on you. See how that works? My last word, man, that I've been chewing on today is knowledge. Alexa, what is the meaning of KNOW?
As a verb, know is usually defined as to perceive or understand as fact or truth, to apprehend clearly and with certainty. As a noun, know is usually defined as the fact or state of knowing, knowledge.
Alexa, what is the meaning of ledge?
As a noun, ledge is usually defined as a relatively narrow, projecting part, as a horizontal, shelf-like projection on a wall or a raised edge on a tray. As a verb, ledge is usually defined as to assemble, adore or the like, with ledges.
So we're talking about knowledge. Told you it's all wordplay, man. Words to grow on, man. These words are spells, man. If you don't understand what these words mean and you use these words, man, you just don't understand how it works. So you be using shit and working shit that you don't really understand. And you be working things on each other, getting things worked on you. And that ain't saying it's good or bad. It's just how it works. You either understand how it works and you work it, or you don't, or it get worked on you. So when we talk about knowledge, and I call it, we say it as one word, we say knowledge. See, what I know has no legs. What I know has no legs. What I desire to know has no legs. I travel further and further because there's no legs. But when you don't stand on knowledge, when you don't understand on your understanding of it to those that there's no ledge to understanding it, you get caught up in a region or a religion. Alexa, what is the meaning of region?
Region is usually defined as an extensive, continuous part of a surface, space, or body.
Continuous part of the surface. Continuing the part of a surface, a body. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm in my sensei mode and I'm in my goddamn dojo, kicking my goddamn judo, and I'm speaking from a knowledge, a no-leg perspective, and a man come with me with a region of thought, a region of mind that's only constructed by the Englishman words. Man, I ain't in that region, man. I ain't no ledge to what I know. And because ain't no ledge to what I know, I travel out with intentions to truly understand it, to become one with it, to work it, to see it, and nothing is deep because I stand it and I see how it's working from its surface. So we look at regular situations and sad situations where we say, a young girl born with her divinity, her virtue of love is cultivated in its purest form to know what it is. The truth is so simple that a child knows what it is. So a young girl come up in it knowing what it is. Then she get them words and start getting put in regions. And because the people she depend on, I'm talking about the we created in our image. I'm talking about the baby that's in the other room of my house that look and act just like they mama and they daddy. And they got their mama daddy ways, and they got their mama and daddy looks, and they got their mama and daddy program because their whole life, every day, they've been under my direction and cultivation. And they've been under my attention and under their mama's attention and their care. So this ain't deep. This just waking up every day and running the goddamn play. So just paying attention to them. And it's a little girl who ain't got that. It's a little girl who ain't got that. Because her mama and daddy don't know how it works. And they ain't working it. So because their mama and daddy ain't working it into understanding how it works, there's always a predator, an opposition, a motherfucker who's full of darkness. That sees a weakness and affects that young girl. And now that young girl, man, has been tainted. The purity of her soul, the innocence that a child knows, has been tainted and fucked up. And now she feels that the very same thing that was innately put in her to hold her pride upright is the very same thing that she feels put her in danger. So now she goes through life and she hides that. And because nobody pays attention and understand how it works, everybody says, oh, what the hell wrong with her? Man, she goddamn crazy. She want to be a goddamn boy. Man, what the fuck wrong with her? And ain't nobody cared enough to know how it works, to see it working. So we say, man, that's deep, man. That's real deep. It's deep how God can make some. See, we start playing God games because we don't want to be accountable for not knowing how it works. And we don't want to be accountable because we stay in a region of thought. And we watch our people go out there, man, and we get stuck at a ledge. We get stuck at a ledge. I hear so many people, man, say, man, I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to put it in God's hand. That means I'm stuck at a ledge and I ain't going out that goddamn far. I hope the goddamn baby make it, but I can't make it out there with the motherfucker. And if you offended by what I'm saying and how I'm saying more than seeing how I'm saying it, then you don't give a goddamn about it no way. And if you hear this and you love this and you feel this, and if you cut it off because the way I said it, then you ain't fighting a good fight. You get caught up in words. You the same one that believe and love the story more than you know the point of it all anyway. Because if you're really trying to get the point of it all, you feel what I'm saying way more than the words I'm using to say what I'm saying. So I said that to say knowledge is the way. Ain't no ledge till you understanding, man, how this thing work, man. To work it, man. If you're a woman, ain't no ledge to understand how to work of being a woman, being a mother, being the nurturer of your family, of your seed, of your community. Ain't no ledge to understand how it works. Because if you get caught on the ledge, if you get caught in the region, if you get caught in the goddamn religion, you look from afar and say, man, that shit deep. And it ain't deep at all. You just ain't real enough to get on top of it and look. It ain't deep at all. It ain't deep at all, man. It ain't deep at all. Ain't nothing deep. Ain't nothing deep. I thought 12 feet was deep till I jumped off the high dive and came back up out that motherfucking doggy paddled over to the side. Ain't nothing deep if you can swim. And you know how it works. I love y'all, man. I got to go out with a jam tonight. I don't know what kind of jam I want to go out with tonight. Kamara, man, I done felt good tonight, bro. don't feel good tonight, man. I don't feel good tonight, man. I don't feel good tonight, man. I'm gonna tell you God and hear them truth, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play this tonight. Real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna play this tonight, man. Man, y'all go download this, man. Hey, man, show me. Hey, Blow. I love you, Blow. Hey, Blow. You the best rapper I know, man. I believe in y'all, man. I believe in you, Blow. Hey, man, this song right here, man, not everywhere, man. They say nobody care, but I believe this hero shit we care. Nobody. Don't nobody keep it real. Never hate myself like to look my own face in the mirror. Remember I was broke in the cold. Now I'm kinda starting to like who I'm is. Everybody needs something given, but when I need it, won't nobody give it. When I sung this hook right here, man, I hope like hell I was wrong. Don't nobody care about you. Don't nobody care about me. Never be stupid to believe, but always smart enough to see that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Some say they do, but they really don't. Some say they will, know when they won't. Nobody cares. How it is. Everybody swear they got your back. Till you need half on the bill. Don't you ever hate yourself. Do what's best for the face in the mirror. Love is good, in the cold. Just don't forget who you is. Everybody needs something. Hey man, call your radio station, man. Call your radio station. Tell them, man, you want to hear that Who Cares by blowing that traffic, man. It's that real shit. 2022, man. I ain't lying, man. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Some say they do, but they really don't. Some say they will, know when they won't. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Well, I love these old hats. You hear me, man? I love my hats, man. Some say they do, but they really don't. God almighty. Hey, man, I love all y'all for tuning in. Man, I love y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Like you say, man, I ain't got nothing else to do with this shit, man. I feel like I'm living in my purpose on purpose, man. And I ain't gonna never apologize for my purpose, man. I say the things I say on purpose, man. There's a method to my madness, man. There's a method to my madness, man. I don't prepare this shit. I just come on here every Thursday, man, and pour my soul out and talk how I talk, man. Talk how I talk, man. I'm just kicking my judo in my dojo, man. I'm just kicking my judo in my dojo, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Shout out. Hey, what's up, little sister? What's up, little sister? I love you, little sister. Real life shit. That's her brand, man. One of the realest brands out there, man. Real life shit. Little sister, I love you. I believe in you, little sister. You are enough, little sister. When I saw you come in, they say better late than never. I'm talking about on the outro, I see my little sister. And that's how you end that thing. With some love. On time. Every time. All the time. See you next week, man.